Cool.
After this, please.
That's cool.
Shelby. I'm halfway through changes. Holy shit. Hello. Oh god, I'm cut off. Let me adjust. XCAL, you're in charge. Just kidding. You're not.
I'm in charge.
No, you're not. You're definitely not in charge, buddy. I don't know what I was thinking.
I've been actually kicked off your stream before.
When? Oh, I know. Yeah, the other night. Yeah, I had to turn off the live chat. Oh my god, I don't even know what to tell you.
I was thinking about coming on today with a bandana on, so nobody could
recognize
see me.
You?
That way, my face is covered, my eyes are covered with the sunglasses, my non-hair is covered with my hat. All they would have would be eyebrows.
Oh.
But I didn't.
I could paint you green and then you could key out and then you would only be your eyes.
Yeah, no. Well, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. Yeah. I could get you a green balaclava type of thing and then you can just have your eyes and you could be a ghost. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. I see some of y'all are ahead of the in the books.
Oh, that means we're allowed to go with spoilers up to that point in time. Is that right?
Yeah, because Shelby. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Warning. Spoiler alert. Good thing our fire chief is here, but fire chief is on vacation.
Yeah,
so.
She's actually in her seaside villa.
I want a seaside villa. That's pretty cool. It's my older kid's 13th birthday today. Happy birthday to your teen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get the magical Harry Potter
prayers
robe.
for the next 9 years.
Oh, come on.
7 years, whatever.
He did it 5 times and he's still living, so you're
well
good.
I'm not but I there was a lot of recreational drugs involved during that time.
Oh my god, we're not even 13 minutes in. You're just gonna be like, inappropriate for advertiser use. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I think if advertisers are identifying that XCAL is good for their brand, then it's probably a bad a bad sign in the first place.
Oh god.
We popped out?
No, we're good.
Okay, good.
We're popped out over here. I was just checking the back end on our stream. Look, there's our fire chief.
Good thing chat is coming through in like 112 font.
Yeah, I zoomed in for you because I love you.
Yeah.
All good. You can't see anything.
All good.
Straight up, my favorite character is Mouse. 100%.
2 characters get introduced to this. Well, 2 major characters get introduced to this, and Mouse is my favorite. Oh my gosh,
Mouse is incredible.
I love Mouse.
Zoom in for the old.
It doesn't hurt that Mouse is smarter than 95% of the characters in Dresden, anyways.
Yeah.
Mouse is cool. Yeah, it really is.
Seriously.
I don't think. Who was it that was in Changes and halfway through Changes? You're going to see Mouse later on in full mode.
I know.
Yeah.
Holy
during
crap.
During the run to the jungle.
Yeah.
Yep.
The way Mouse got introduced was so cute.
He's adorable. He's adorable even when he's 225 pounds of whatever.
Fluffery.
Well, fluffery. Yeah. Although I am glad to know that I don't have a mouse because I don't know I could afford to feed him.
You have a Sarge.
He doesn't eat as much as Mouse does.
No, we're not going to do any spoilers for Mouse. Don't do any more spoilers. Christy hasn't gotten that far.
I didn't give any spoilers other than the fact that Mouse is going to become, she's going to see a different side of Mouse.
Okay. Why the large dog breed food?
Yeah, that's a great line. That's a great line.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So we're talking about book 6 today.
Yeah. Blood Rights.
Good book.
So and any book with flaming monkey poo is going to be a good book.
Yep.
Yeah. Although there were some disconnects in this book for me.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to start with the negatives and then go to the positives?
Well, I mean, one of the negatives for me, of the challenges is the fact that that Lord Wraith is working to get Inari to come into her her change in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's some threads on Reddit with this in it. The fact that he doesn't have any ability to access his power is a major issue for him because he dominates all of his female children.
Gross.
In order to be able to control them.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, thinking about Lara in that situation is just beyond. Yeah, I mean, Lara's the second major character that gets introduced, and she's a boss. She's definitely an anti-hero.
Yeah.
She is. She's what she is. She's 200-plus-year-old white court vampire who's super smart and just a badass.
And survived all of the crap her dad put her through.
And but she still has a very significant familial familial bent towards Thomas, which is super unusual in the midst of that whole family.
Yeah.
And but obviously it has limits because she's ready to kill him and almost does halfway through the book.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole situation with Inari is definitely one that is a little bit of a disconnect for him because he doesn't have the ability to be able to do anything and doesn't really find out about it until halfway through the book.
Yeah, but here's a disconnect for me.
Okay.
So if Lord Wraith cannot, do a feed, and he's been surviving on his reserves since
30 years.
30 years.
Well, I mean, basically, as long as Dresden's been alive.
How
does he not go crazy?
Yeah,
like Thomas does when Thomas is super hungry. We see Thomas in some, although we haven't seen him in any books yet, but we do see Thomas super hungry, burning through his all of his reserves, and it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah. So I don't like. So I mean, I get why. Never mind. He's trying to break the curse because.
Why is Lord Wraith trying to break the curse?
No, I know why he's trying to break the curse. I get that. I just don't understand why he's still on this kick about turning, tricking all of his kids into, turning into vampires. And if he can't feed on an Ari, then why is he still trying to turn her into a vampire? Because he's hoping that someday he'll get his feeding power back. Is that?
Well, it could very well be the timing. In other words, he sees using Inari as a cat's paw in the midst of this. She kills Dresden, he kills Thomas, and then he's back to, being able to feed again.
Yes. Okay, got it.
So that could be an explanation in the midst of this as far as why he would, why it would go about. But it is definitely very unclear through the course of the book, how Maggie ended up putting the curse around him like that, with the fact that we find out that even Ebenezer McCoy hasn't been able to attack Lord Wraith with the power that he has. So
Yeah.
What was it that Maggie did to be able to kind of encapsulate him in this shell of unbreakable magic penetration? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We also don't know what demonic presence it was that was protecting him in the midst of all that.
Yeah. Do you think it could have been?
He walks behind.
This. Oh yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily the one. I don't think that's the outsider that it is, but I think definitely an outsider is involved.
Conspiracy. You ready for it?
What's that?
The member when He Who Walks Behind went after Harry because he was involved with Justin. What if He Who Walks Behind was also involved with Lord Wraith, and that's why he was motivated to come after Harry, because Lord Wraith had been starving for 15 years at that point, or 16 years.
You're saying that He Who Walks Behind was sent by
Lord Wraith.
By Lord Wraith, then?
Because Lord Wraith was magically impenetrable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard to connect, only because of the fact that I don't know that Lord Wraith would have known where Harry was at the time.
Yes, but He Who Walks Behind did.
I think He Who Walks Behind was understood that because he and Justin were in cahoots. In other words, Justin sent him.
Okay. Because I was just thinking, if the outsiders are so, He Who Walks Behind was so powerful that those would be the people capable of making someone magically impenetrable. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I just have a hard time seeing how Wraith would have been involved at that point in time.
Because he had already been starving for 16 years.
Yeah, but that would have required that he would know where Harry was.
Gotcha.
And it seems thin is all.
Okay.
That's all.
I love a thin conspiracy theory. You can see the truth
you
right
love
through
a conspiracy theory regardless.
I know. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
There you go. Inquiring minds want to know, right?
Yeah, that's all I want to know. Okay. So
I'd love to hear what everybody everyone's perspective in the chat was about the book.
This is where stuff starts gearing up and you start connecting stuff, and it gets even more fun. I mean, I guess book 4, then book 5, then book 6. It's always down for a good conspiracy theory. Oh, yes, maybe Shelby. It could be the worst fate, actually not be able to feed and then not be able to die. That's a good point.
It's interesting that Lashiel's alter ego doesn't show up at all in the book, or to any major extent. I mean, it's not really. It just is not there, and the time I would have expected it to come out would have been something involved with the vampire attack.
Yeah, because she would have been donezo.
Really?
Yeah, no one would have known where her coin is. No one would have, been able to find her. So it is surprising because she is very much self-preservation mode.
Yeah.
All times. And she didn't come out for the vampire attack.
Yeah.
Psychology conspiracy.
So, okay.
Okay. She knows how stubborn Harry Dresden is. And she knows that she has to wait and let him think that he has it under control. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so she waits, and then throughout the whole book, and she's willing to play the long game that Harry is as good of a wizard as he, she's heard him to be from Nicodemus or whatever. And so she psychologically is biding her time to lull him into a sense of security, I guess.
Yeah, but does Lashiel and Nicodemus are two Denarians that are at odds with each other usually, or Lashiel and Duriel, and so that's a, how much information would have been passed along there. I'm just not sure that there would have been a lot of communication. It's not like they have like the Borg mind meld or something like that, where they all know what everybody else knows.
That's true.
It's clear that they don't do that. It's actually the opposite. They're more
trying
like
to
us,
backstabbing each other.
And because and to be able to do that, you have to have the to keep your your actions secret from other people. So I think that I don't know that there's a lot of connection between Lashiel and Duriel, or Lashiel and Nicodemus. Nicodemus and Duriel are actually the two that are probably the most aligned, as we find out as the books go along.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like that. I feel like it had to. Well, I don't want to give spoilers for the next book, but it had to happen this way, because I think if she had showed her presence any sooner, he would have been on his guard more. Like, I think he thought I'm giving spoilers, so I'm gonna stop. Sorry. Mouse is amazing in the short stories. Have you read the Mouse short stories?
I've read one of the Mouse's short stories. I haven't read the latest one, which I wish that are you feeding him down there?
He's yodeling. I'm trying to keep him quiet. You hear him yodeling down there? Live chat hears him.
We're gonna have to get him a little wheelchair.
Oh God, he's
little
not
pudgy
bad.
Boy.
You can feel his ribs. Okay, sorry, just stop. Oh,
that dog gets more treats than the law allows. I'm just telling you.
You're a good boy. Don't listen to him.
You need to listen to me, Caspian. You live in my house, pal.
Oh, now we're pulling strings. I get it. I get it. You're sitting too close to me.
Well, you only have one camera. That's your fault.
Oh, yeah.
Go find yourself a mirror on that one.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Hey, the peeps want to see me. That's all I can say.
I know they do. Yeah. When you were in the live chat yesterday, whatever day when I kicked you out, they were like, "Oh my gosh, XCAL. I'm just going to give you my channel and you can stream about multi-level marketing," and then burn my channel down because yeah. Oh my God.
Let her feed Caspian all she wants. Christy typing in caps isn't going to make me do anything any more than yelling at me would do.
Yeah, literally, like, he is immune. He's as immune to yelling as Lord Wraith is to magical attacks.
That's right. It is like the Lord Wraith,
and it mostly
shield.
makes him more stubborn and more like, oh, is this irritating you?
More of a butthead.
Yeah.
Than I already am.
It's Saturday. Let Caspian have treats.
Whatever.
Oh, we're gonna unbox the Chlorofiend.
Oh, really?
Someone sent it to me in the mail. Katie did.
Sweet.
Okay, ready? Chlorofiend. It's the Lego Chlorofiend. So we've got.
Oh, that's great.
And he's got a little tail. He's got 2 little hand things. So I'll show y'all. Someone sent me the Chlorofiend we needed.
That's great.
He's got little. Oops.
It looks like the plant monster from one of those.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Oh no, his head came off.
But I love how they have it. They have his head in the middle. That's great.
Let me put it. You talk about the book. I'm trying to put these in.
Okay. All right. So one of the things that I love about the book is Bobby in the book.
Yes.
And the fact that he's kind of a dimwit. and between Jake and Dresden, Bobby has no chance.
Sorry. Oh no, he's keying out. I gotta turn it off. Just please hold on. Oh, no. Gotta take our green screen off for a second.
Uh-oh.
Look, it's the Chlorofiend. He's so cute. Isn't it cool? Someone sent it to me. They found it. This is the one I was looking for.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, it's.
But you like only have one, so you're not going to give him away as a second to your little.
No,
buddy,
I'm going to be selfish because I freaking love this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, if I get a second one, I'll give it away, but not.
Okay.
I'm not giving this one away. Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
We're back. Oh no, I mean,
is he getting all those?
Stash.
Is he getting all those Monday?
Yes, yeah, Leo's getting all these.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we could dox his name.
Yeah. She says his name on her channel sometimes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good enough. Then.
Yep.
Good enough. We went to the zoo yesterday evening again, with Karina and her little guy. Had a great time. Had a great time. And the Astros came back in a mad 9th inning rally and won Game 3.
We're walking through the zoo and we hear this guy over to our left.
So it sounded like a lion roar.
He's like,
it was like,
yes! And then he was like, they were down 4-2. And then we were like, oh my God. And then everyone else was around him, like, going, like looking at him. And then you saw just people wearing Astros, shirts all throughout the park. And they came back.
Yeah, I really had to resist the temptation of walking up to one of those guys and saying, hey, aren't you supposed to be in Dallas tonight?
Oh my God. Start a fight at the zoo.
No, I wouldn't be starting a fight. I'd be, complimenting them. Like they were wearing like a Lance McCullers jersey or a Jose Altuve jersey or whatever the case might be. I would be just making an Astros joke.
You would be making an ass joke? I'm joking. I'm just joking.
I've been told that I need to watch my language on this chat because of the fact that I don't want to burn the channel down. So I really am kind of offended that you said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get offended.
I'm offended.
Oh, good.
The Houston Zoo.
There's something called Zubu. And I was rocking around in my motorized scooter because I wouldn't have been able to last. So it stays open late and there's lights around all the trees.
Only during October for Halloween. And then there's Christmas. And then Christmas time every Friday. So normally the zoo closes at 5 or 6. Yeah. But they keep it late.
Yeah. So it's fun. And then the lions, we heard the lions roar because they wake up at night. Not last night, the time before we went. And then the tiger is moving around at night too.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. A lot of fun. And they have hundreds of thousands of lights in all the trees and stuff like that. It's just a really spectacular walk. And if you have a zoo close by and have the opportunity to go to it during one of the celebrations like a Halloween or a Christmas or whatever the case might be, it really is worth it. It's a pretty cool deal.
Arlington, the armpit of Texas.
Yeah. So my son and daughter-in-law and her parents, both good friends of ours, live about probably 3 miles from the stadium.
They could have gone.
No, well, they could have gone. Rooted for the Astros, but they could have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the Astros are, they always lose at home this year, so they're not.
Yeah, they've been pretty pathetic, and the fact that they lost both games at home and won 3 games on the road, I'm kind of hoping that they'll wear their road jerseys for the next home game.
Yeah,
get them in the mood to actually win.
Maybe they can sleep in their away jerseys so they can rub off the good.
Yeah, or stay at home. Sometimes they do this. Sometimes they'll stay at a hotel or even though they're at home.
Yeah, football players
get in
do
the
that.
Mindset. Yeah,
football players do that before every game. Which is wild.
But it's been a crazy year for the Astros. It's just been a very upside down year. Anytime that a good baseball team loses that much at home, it's a very unsettling situation. So, anyways,
we talked about baseball last time with the vampires and and then we talked about baseball this time.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
No zoo in Puerto Rico. Well, little mini zoos for the kids.
Aww.
Christy, you should come visit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Our fire chief should come visit and we should go to the zoo.
Yeah.
At Christmas time.
Amazing adult. And the funny thing about it, Lynn, is that their home stadium is a really cute, very really great place to go watch a game and play in a game. And they tore down the old Astrodome that was basically a rat nest. It was so pathetic. Oh my gosh, it was so nasty. And so they tore that down and built Minute Maid Park, and it's a great place to go, and great seats and lots of fun attractions there. But that's neither here nor there. Harry Dresden doesn't care about baseball.
She's gonna bring some Puerto Rico rum and moonshine with her. Hell yeah, let's go. I did drive by a deer earlier. That's sort of zoo-ish.
Deer like a loved one?
No, Dad. No. Okay.
DEER or DEA?
No, we don't make fun of. We don't do the spelling
we don't do
stuff.
spelling.
We don't do spelling
sorry. No
here
grammar and spelling corrections.
No,
sorry.
No. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. And Lynn is from Norway, right?
Yeah, she speaks multiple languages. Yeah. So
English is a second language for her?
Sorry, Lynn. He doesn't know the rules here. That's one strike for you.
Sarcasm is my love language. What can I say?
That's not her love language.
So, well, she just needs to adapt.
No, Lynn, just ignore him. Dear God.
Oh, I'm smiling and laughing. How in the world should you take it anything other than what it was intended for, as a joke?
Oh my God.
Or a joke.
I usually dish it out. I can take it.
There
okay,
you go. Sweet.
Am I obsessed with
the little namby-pamby here next to me, she's like, oh no, be nice to them.
I know. I'm a namby-pamby. Why don't you get your own channel and then you decide who you can burn to the ground?
I'd rather burn down your channel. That way,
is it like the kid who sees someone else building a tower out of Legos, then they go crash it down, and then they go, "Why are you crying? You should have protected your castle better."
Oh, so I saw these memes on YouTube where they crack their eggs on their kids' foreheads while they're baking something.
No.
Oh, it's hilarious, and the kids are so offended.
What? That probably hurts them too.
No, there is an eggshell, sweetheart.
You want here? Well, let's go get an egg and we'll crack it on your forehead. Oh wait, you won't feel anything because.
Well, the good news is it's a pretty easy target because there's a lot of forehead there to hit it on.
That's true. That's true. Oh my God, XCAL is starting fires everywhere.
It just reminded me of when I was when all my kids were little, and I'd feed them lemons when they were little babies. Oh. That is it's such, talk about needing to record something. I so wish I had recorded those. Those were so classic. And I did it to all my kids, every single one of them.
Oh my God. So Christy said, oh God, let me get tipsy. And I start talking to people in Croatian. I mix my English in it too. I call it Kringlish. I love that. I love that.
You know what we should do? We should have like a Zoom chat and everybody's drinking on it. That would be awesome.
We should. That's what we should do for Harry Dresden's birthday. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We can do it in Discord for members. Natasha, what's up? Oh yeah, lemons. Yep.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't done the egg cracking thing, but I have grandkids now, so I might do it with them.
No, not on the oldest one. He'll cry.
He would.
The younger one will be fine.
He would punch me. The younger one would punch me.
Yeah. He would. We can do a Zoom. Oh my god.
Oh, we are so off track right now. Talk about a squirrel trail. Yeah, he wants the rest of your breakfast is what he does.
He doesn't want to be pet right now because he wants food, so he's leaning his head away from me. Because he's like, that is not what I want right now.
I'm not interested in that. No affection. I just want calories.
Oh god.
And he weighs about 2 pounds soaking wet. Oh my gosh.
He's just what are you doing?
Yeah, he's the classic little dog with the little dog.
He doesn't have tons of little dog syndrome. He's
sweetheart.
A good boy.
We walk by dogs all the time, and he's the only dog that barks.
I know, but if you're a little dog that has been charged and attacked by big dogs, wouldn't you preemptive strike if you walk by them?
I'm not a little dog.
Oh my god.
I guess I can't.
The lack of empathy. The lack of empathy.
That's true. That's true.
You have to pay with treats if you want some love. For sure with this dog. He will not let you pet him because he's like, that's not what I want right now. He wants snacks. So
yeah, I have a big German Shepherd Husky mix, and he's just a baby. He's a pouter.
He does pout. He
pouts all the time, and sometimes it's not just snacks. He'll sit on the table when the others are getting snacks, and open his big old puppy dog eyes and look at us like, oh,
I can't even get up.
Aren't you gonna feed me? It's like, I said, look, slacker, if you're gonna stay under the table, you're not gonna get anything.
I walk the treat over to him. He's a big dog. He's getting older. It's hard to get up on the
whiner.
Oh my god, no, he's not.
Bring some cheese to the party. Good, whatever. He is a powder. He's a powder.
He pouts when they go out, like when they leave for like a weekend, and I'm watching them. All three are in here.
We came back from the zoo and he was pouting.
I know, but like I'm saying, like when you and mom have gone places like for an extended period of time, he'll do. Him and Coda and Caspian all stay in here next to me and pout, and like Sarge won't leave my side until you get back, and he's like, oh, "You returned." You didn't abandon me, just like the last 60 times you've come home.
Really, exactly.
Oh my god, I feel like XCAL and I struggle with empathy. And my wife cries, and I ask, "Why are you crying now?" You've learned a little bit in your.
Yeah, but that's like I told her. I failed that mind reading class in college. So if you want me to know something, you better tell me.
And it can't be with tears, apparently. So, God. My mom leaves to go to the doctor, and her dogs cry until she gets back. It's awful.
God. That's why they made duct tape.
No, he's joking. He's joking.
No, I'm not. I duct tape my dog's mouth shut all the time.
Oh my god, he is literally joking. Oh. Mouse wouldn't let you duct tape his mouth shut.
No, I wouldn't be duct taping Mouse, but Mouse would be whining like that. He wouldn't be whining like that.
Speaking in perfect English, probably.
No, well, no, he doesn't. The only you said no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
But I love the fact Mouse is just a little puppy. He's literally under. He's high. He's going ninja under Harry's seat, and they pull up to the guard shack, and he goes freaking Balto on the vampire, and literally that's the reason why Harry was able to avoid was notified that there was a vampire there, and ends up being able to defend himself.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I like the fact that the Black Court vampires are in this book, and it gives some put some meat in the skeleton, so to speak, for who they are, what they do, and creates another one of the ongoing enemies that are going to be showing up in the Dresden Files.
Yeah,
because they come back.
Do you think we're ever going to meet the Jade Court?
I don't know. I don't necessarily think we will. It was just a nuance that was brought up by Shiro when he was discussing, and we don't have any reference to him other than that. But we could. Who knows? I mean, I definitely think that the Oblivion War is going to come front and center in the midst of as we approach the final trilogy.
Yeah.
Yep. And so so I wondered if anyone's read the short story with Thomas and his sister Laura on
in the live chat.
What's that?
Has anyone in the live chat read it?
Yeah, I was just curious because it begins. I think that's the first reference to the Oblivion War, and in any event, that's another thread that doesn't really show up that much in the Dresden books themselves, but shows up in some of the secondary books that I think is gonna end up showing up in the main series. But neither here nor there.
Speaking of Thomas, though, I have a question. How do you think that Thomas has gotten away with not being killed off since all of his brothers have been killed off? Because isn't the curse on Lord Wraith tied to Thomas and to?
Yes, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know it's linked to those guys until this book.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think Thomas has avoided it because he's a smart guy who aligns himself with the right people. I mean, Thomas knows that Lord Wraith is gunning for him and has put him at risk in several situations, including with the Red Court vampires twice. Once at the party, and once in using him as the second for Count Ortega.
Oh yeah.
So
he's been trying to off him.
So Thomas knows that he's got a target on his back, and he's very careful to affiliate himself with other people that can help him negate that.
You know what though? You know
Snarky
what we forgot?
And sneaky. That's exactly right.
Yeah. We're only gonna do one stream for this book because we're trying to get to book 7.
Yeah, we're trying to get to book 7.
We're trying to get to book 7 for Harry Dresden's birthday party.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about the whole book. So here's the part we didn't talk about last time though. That Thomas showed up to the fight wasted or pretend wasted. And Duke Ortega was so angry that he didn't have a true second. But I think Thomas was probably faking the wasted. Do you think? Yeah.
I mean, the reality is that White Court vampires have the ability to be able to do lots of things way above the human level, and one of them I would assume is probably drinking alcohol. I think that he and the reality is Thomas gets into the whole playboy, kind of a undependable, shifty character really, really well. He's definitely an actor. He definitely is an actor, and he's a liar, and he is a manipulator, and he works that on everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally, think about, you're living in the house of the man who wants to kill you and has for several years. So he's walking a tightrope, and everything he does with an ulterior motive.
Yeah, it's interesting though that he must have had to picked that up early on. I mean, I guess past his 18th birthday, because he didn't know. They all don't know what they are until
they become it.
Right.
Yeah.
And which is such a twisty, awful thing.
It doesn't necessarily have to be 18, but it's sometime in that time frame.
Right.
Now, Lynn brings up an interesting comment. She brings up the comment that the Black Court vampires seem to be like the Bobbies of the vampire world. And to me, Mavra is anything but a Bobby. She's super creepy, super smart, super dangerous villain.
Yeah.
And now the young ones are, they're young and inexperienced. I mean, literally, some of these vampires have only been turned, months ago, and so the young ones are definitely the most vulnerable ones, and so those could be the Bobbies, if you will. They're not super sharp, and they think more with their muscles, if you will, or their power than they do with their head. But that's not the case with Mavra. And we find out in this one that Mavra didn't get killed, that she orchestrated the whole deal, that she basically coordinated and lured Harry into a trap where she used, homemade napalm to attack him. And the Black Court is in some ways it's the strongest, but they're also the weakest, because so many of their potential the ways to attack them have already been exposed. I guess it was the council that got Bram Stoker to write the book on Dracula, to show what their weaknesses were. And so I agree, Elaine. I think that the White Court has tons more advantages, even though they're not as strong as either one of those, as either the Black or the Red. They just have
less weaknesses.
Yeah, and they can live in the human world and not be distinguished from them.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the mimosas I've had or not the pina colada. I don't know a different word for sneaky. Tricky. I don't know. I hear you. Dear God, you're going out. Please, I'll be right back. You had to wait almost literally all of my little breakfast taco. You're done. You're done.
Sorry, pal. Nope. Don't come looking to me.
Come on. All done. Come on.
He listens so well. Okay. Back to work.
Ugh.
Exactly. Exactly. They fit in the regular world better. And as a result, it ends up being a situation where I think that they are the most dangerous because of the fact that they do. Because they use and manipulate the regular world so effectively. Which is something that the Reds and the Blacks can't do as well.
I'm pulling something up real quick.
No, he doesn't listen. He just listens. Or doesn't listen.
Oh, God. Yeah. He's a good boy, though. He's a good dog.
Yeah.
Caspian's a good dog.
Yeah.
My dog is a good dog. He doesn't listen very well sometimes, but he isn't annoying at super.
Is he a good dog like Mouse is a good dog?
No, nobody's dog is as good as Mouse, okay? Like, we understand that. He's a good boy.
Okay.
My dog is a good dog, okay? I don't need to look at you for affirmation. No, you're not. You're going, okay. I know you're doing this on purpose. That's okay. Oh, God.
It's so easy to push your buttons. It really is.
Have you ever noticed, like, it's not fun for me to have my buttons pushed and I don't push your buttons that often? No.
It's just that they're so hard to get to.
Oh, my God.
He is adorable. He is adorable. And he knows it. Oh, my gosh.
He can do a high five.
He can.
He can. He doesn't follow instructions that well. I don't know. I don't know what else he's good at. He doesn't listen that well. The Black Court seems more brazen of their actions. The other courts seem like a wait for the perfect time to strike style.
Well, now here's the flip side of that, Christy, is that the whole situation with the Red Cross shelter and what happened there was an issue that had to be done weeks in advance and probably took months in advance to plan. So this has been in the works for a while. So it's not just a knee-jerk reaction as far as that's concerned. There's a lot of very crafty, strategic work that goes into setting up this trap for Harry and whoever else comes in with him.
Yeah.
As is evidenced by the munitions, as is evidenced by the location, as is evidenced by the layout. It's a tremendous amount of just pulling things together from a number of different places in order to be able to have this set up for this one guy who is the one wizard in Chicago. It is a it's just it's a lot more strategic than maybe it seems, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Could you?
Well, it happened before. I can't remember when, but I'm sure it does happen.
Oh my God.
Cats don't follow instructions at all.
Caspian does love cats, though.
Oh my God.
He was good friends with Gray Boy, who's the cat that I don't have anymore.
You didn't have him then? He was a stray that you fed outside your house.
I know, but he always came for breakfast and for dinner. And then he was good. He came inside and then he wanted to go out the garage door. He was a good cat. And he and Caspian were buddies.
Oh, do we really want to get into a cat discussion here on the stream?
No, because I mean, it's already my channel's burned.
Technically, if it had burned down, it wouldn't be here right now. Our cabin burned down, and it's not there.
Are you making jokes about something that's kind of traumatic for your? Well, it's super traumatic just to be lighthearted.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the book. So the White Court has been making all their money off of the porn industry.
Well, that is one of the ways they make their money is off the porn industry. It's the stuff that Dresden thinks that Busher thinks about to put it into Dresden. So the White Court is involved in the porn industry and controls the porn industry, and Arturo, who is kind of in the middle of the theme of the book, has had they're trying to curse the women around him so that the three wives of Arturo don't get cut out of the picture. But more importantly, it's been developed and is working because of Wraith. Wraith and the White Court is in charge of the porn industry, at least as far as the company that Arturo worked for.
Mm-hmm.
And when he separates, their whole goal is to get him back. Apparently, he makes them
a lot of money.
An Oscar-level director in the porn industry.
When I started my channel last year, I didn't think that I'd be talking about the porn industry with my dad on a live stream. That was unexpected. It's an unexpected turn of events for my channel.
It's like when Harry tells Murphy what he's doing and he's trying to explain, and she calls him a pig. It's so great. It's so great.
Oh my God.
It's so great. He's a stunt man. That was a great line. That was so Harry Dresden, and then Bobby just overreacts. Oh God. Stunt double for the porn industry.
Oh my God. Nightbot, just stop.
Stay on topic. Porn is the topic. Come on.
YouTube, we're not talking about this. We're doing a book club. Oh my God.
Anyways.
What is a father-daughter relationship if you cannot discuss corn? Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We need to have another.
We should have said corn instead of.
We should have another password.
Yes.
Like magic unicorn rope.
Oh my God. Yeah, magic
because
unicorn rope.
Because we do have the magic unicorn rope at the
corn.
end of this book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really.
Oh my God. Wasn't Bob the one that told Harry what kind of movies this guy directs?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Of course, Bob knows.
Of course. Bob is obsessed.
Bob's talking about all the magazines in the porn industry.
Oh my God.
I love Bob. I just love Bob.
Oh my God.
He's the best. He's such a perv. Oh, goodness gracious.
Bob is we still have to go to Specs today to see if they still have that skull.
Well, we have to make sure it happens pretty quick or else we're going to miss the whole whole Halloween thing.
We'll have to go. Bob is obsessed and he doesn't even have a body. Well, he's a spirit of intellect, so he can experience things through other people, right?
It doesn't necessarily need a body to be. I mean, all of our perverted thoughts come from our mind, anyways.
Nobody calls them ride-alongs, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks since I read that one, and I laughed so hard at that. Of course, he knew.
Well, he was a ride-along in the cat, and apparently they started an orgy at one of the sororities.
Oh my god!
Or fraternities at the at University of Chicago.
Oh god!
How funny! Too funny! Too funny!
With the corn shoots.
Yep.
But he doesn't know how it feels. So why is he obsessed? Oh, I don't know. I mean, just that he
ultimately Bob was written by a person that knows.
Oh god.
Butcher's great. I love Butcher.
Oh god.
Yep. He's it is a classic when he's sitting there talking about all the reviews, the theatrical reviews of the movie reviews of Arturo's movies, and he starts going through all of the different magazines that he apparently knows about. How would he have access? The only way he would have access to those is if Dresden gave it to him. Dresden found him literally 16 years ago. And I'm not thinking that Justin was very plugged into that, although maybe he was. I mean, who knows? Because Bob is Bob. It just makes sense.
Yeah, because Bob takes on sometimes the personality of the person that he's with, right?
He certainly behaves differently depending on who is in charge of him. That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we know why Bob is like that, because Harry.
Because Harry is Harry?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll buy that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. James Marshall is out of sound jail because they got a better recording studio for the book, so there's no more mouth noises once you get to book 6, I think. So you're safe through the rest of the series if you want to listen to a book, because James Marshall is the best. Yeah, when Bob isn't with Harry, he changes. Yep.
And he does several times in the series. He changes.
Mm-hmm.
As he does in the next book.
Yep. Yeah. The next book, listen, if you ever needed to read fast and get to book 7, this week is that week.
That's right.
Because if you want to enjoy Halloween more, you have to read book 7, okay? I love Toot Toot's voice in the audiobook version.
And we have one of the great co-characters that shows up there too.
Yep.
Now he doesn't. I shouldn't say shows up. He's already showed up before, but he takes center stage in this book.
Yep.
And Butcher brings him in for a very specific reason, because he wants to do some explaining as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a creepy Bob moment in the next book. That's exactly right. And we find out that we get to meet that creepy Bob big time in later books.
I think we've got. Do we have this one? No, that's a hand. Those are our bats. I don't have. Is this it? No.
What's that?
Dang it. I'm looking for my dinosaur. I don't know where it went.
Oh, the Sioux.
Yeah, I have to get it for our next stream. We're gonna do the Museum of Natural Science in Chicago backdrop for next stream.
Oh, too funny.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. And then we'll take the background out and we'll do kind of spooky smoke behind it and make it at night.
Ah,
heck
cool.
Yes. Yeah, heck yes. That's what we're going to do.
Cool.
I'm going to have a long flight to Minneapolis and that 6-hour drive to North Dakota, so I'll be finishing Deadbeat next week. Man,
nice.
You could have just come to visit us, Christy. Like I'm inviting people on the internet over. It's worked out pretty well so far.
Yeah, there you go.
Wendy, Karina.
True.
And her fam bam.
True. The question is, who's going to be number 3? Because they get the special prize.
I don't know.
Okay.
Could be Christy. Could be Harper. Could be Lynn. I don't know if Lynn would come to Texas from Norway, though.
Yeah.
It's really warm here. Is that enticing, Lynn?
Actually, it's been kind of moderate.
Oh.
Last.
We need to get a P.O. box. This is like my 20th request for a P.O. box, so we have to go get one.
Yeah, I'll take all those dollars I've been getting and go down and pay for one.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you to pay for it. I just need someone to drive me to go get one.
Well, you have 2 drivers in the house, 3 now.
I know, but you and I also have to go pick up alcohol.
Adrenaline laced is here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
It's snowing here. I'll take anything above snow, please. Well, you could probably sunbathe here. It's so hot. It's like 80. I think it's like 0 degrees where Lynn is. It's like really cold.
Lynn, it was brutally hot all this summer, and we were whining and complaining about it. But the truth is that I enjoy snow and cold weather in short bursts, like around vacations and stuff like that. But having grown up where I did, I was not going to live my life there. Nope, I wasn't.
Look, Jut said, I did not realize my school janitor was invested in the book series until yesterday. I have not been listening to books because I was stressed. He started doing a dance in my room. That's so cool. It's 79 degrees here at 9 a.m. in Phoenix. We hit record highs this week. Yippee.
Yeah, yippee. Basically, all summer here in Texas, it's been the high temperature has been between 110 and 120 degrees.
Yeah, so you can cook cookies in a microwave.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Thank you, Jut.
You can cook cookies in your mailbox, in your outside mailbox.
Yeah.
It was just sick how hot it was. Very unusual. Stop complaining. Why do I have to stop complaining? It's a part of my lovable caricature here that I'm trying to get into. Stop complaining. What?
Here we have we'll do Lion King. Ready?
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Dee-dee-dee-dee. There they are, standing in a row. Big one, small one, some as big as your head.
Thank you. Super chat.
But seriously though, Jet, thank you. Appreciate that.
Nice.
Now you put that in there as though I'm actually going to see some of that $9.99, and the reality is not so much.
I'll give you some money, XCAL.
Not so. Okay, chat.
I'm paying Ava.
How many times has she said?
Oh my God.
How many times has she said that I was going to get some of that? And let's see. Let me count on one finger. Oh, wait, it's not up.
Sing something with a little bounce in it. It's a small world after all. No, anything like that.
It's like it says, the mark of insanity is doing the same thing over and over.
Expecting a different result.
That's exactly right.
When you stop burning my channel down, you'll stop losing your commission in the MLM speak.
Oh.
A big MLM leader got fired by his company this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just terminated while he was on vacation.
Was he telling the truth?
I don't know what he was doing. I think Aaron's covering it. It's wild. Oh, we have Bram Stoker. Where is it?
Children of the Night.
Remember from Dracula from 40 or whatever. That's that clip from that.
Cool.
You are the dad. You don't get any money back. Sorry, I owe my dad over $10,000.
I get it, Elaine.
Looking for my violin for XCAL.
There you go.
Oh my God. Wait, there's another. Where's this? Funny sounds.
Yep.
We are not friends anymore. Oh. We are officially over. Oh, rats.
Okay, I get it.
I'm just kidding.
I get it. That's okay. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Are you gonna do?
Bring it on. You know what they say about turnabout?
Turnabout's fair play. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
and payback.
Rip to my channel. Just notate here.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
On my channel. I gotta go this way to have the correct Beachbody stock price, 24 cents. Yikes. They brought in someone to fix it and it's dropped like 7 cents. It started at like $13. Isn't that wild?
That I don't know. The whole idea of investing in companies like that with the lack of transparency relative to financials and stuff like that is just mind blowing. But
yeah,
whatever.
Are you ready for this kazoo funeral sound for my channel?
Go ahead.
You got the funeral march kazoo sound.
That's great. That's great.
Oh, I'm glad you sappy moment. Lost my dad in 2019. Y'all remind me so much of my relationship with him. Warms my heart, frankly. Oh, we have a good dad. I have a good dad. And I feel like we all have decent relationships with you. You know, I feel like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he and my mom are keeping me alive right now, so I have nothing bad to say about him except that he burned my channel down. That's all.
Yeah. A miracle happens every day then because it comes back to life.
I know. That's
all I gotta say.
That's true. That's true. So what was your favorite part in this book? Book 6. The mouse, getting mouse?
My favorite scene, let me put it that way. I'm trying to think. My favorite scene in the book. I think there's a couple of them. One is definitely, I mean, I like the little things, but I think doing the whole having the doing the night thing with Harry and Murphy on the motorcycle against the car.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I like that. And let's see, my favorite scene. I love the opening scene when he's running through the abandoned school.
Yes.
Getting away from the monkey demons and having them throwing their flaming poo at him.
And wasn't Mouse the one that was like barking back at the demons?
That
and
was
he was the
one.
only one.
He was the one doing and we find out more about. Anyways, there is a short story with Mouse and one of his brothers.
Oh, cool.
That you can read. I think you can read it online.
That's awesome.
And apparently, Brother Wang mentions about not having all the dogs there, and you think it's only Mouse that's missing because obviously Mouse is hiding under the seat, but you find out that Mouse, there's actually at least three dogs missing.
Oh.
Because there's the brother and sister, the oldest brother and sister are missing as well, and Mouse ends up meeting the brother in another book.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With Maggie and Dresden. Now
Cool.
They don't meet him, but Mouse beats Mick up with him, and he's turned to the dark side.
We can't do any spoilers though.
This is us, but this isn't a spoiler from the main series. This is just a spoiler for a little mini spoiler
for short stories.
Yeah. More dogs are missing, Christy. There's actually 2 more dogs that are missing. At least 2. I don't know if there's more, but there's at least 2. And so there's a nuance as to why the dogs are stolen. Or there's a story there that we haven't found out yet, and hasn't been exposed yet in the short stories as well.
Yeah, Elaine said yes. The brother is an ass.
He's gone over to the dark side, whereas Mouse has gone over to the food side.
Oh my gosh, the tiny attack floof at the very beginning. Yep. And this was the book where we find out where the insides of Harry Dresden's car were eaten by
the
mold demons.
Mold demon, yeah. Exactly. But I've never found the short story where that's in. So what anthology is that in? Oh, trying to think. I'll have to research that and have an answer for you. I don't know, and I won't be able to put it on any of the streams because I've been cast out of the streams. I can't. So it'll have to be on a book
I didn't
club,
cast you out.
like next week.
I didn't cast you out.
You told me that I wasn't allowed to be on the stream.
You need to join with your XCAL name in the stream. I turned the stream chat off on that stream that you infiltrated.
It's only because I just had my phone and I was looking at my phone and I thought I'd try to prop up your.
I appreciate that, and everyone was so excited, and then you know, it's just Reddit's been Reddit this week, and so I just didn't want any attention on your name. So just change your name to XCAL.
Really self-talks like
yes.
Ask me if I care.
Yes. No. He doesn't care. I care. That's the issue. You don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. All right.
We all just use XCAL, so don't worry. I appreciate that.
Yep. I was in the stream under a pseudonym.
His government name pseudonym.
Right. What can I say? Oops, did I unplug something? No, I can still hear myself. All right. So the but the other scene that was a classic for me is when the vampire gets killed by a flying turkey. And then the timer pops out of the turkey. It's just little things like that I just laugh when I read them. It's those kinds of. So what were your favorites?
I don't know. Those are all really good. I think
Christy, my perspective is bring it on. If anybody thinks they're gonna read Reddit and do something to me, fine. It's like I tell my kids when they're growing up: don't let your mouth write a check your body can't cash.
Essentially, fuck around and find out. Mix up without the profanity.
Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I don't know. I liked I liked this whole book. There's just so many parts of it that were like, I did like him being able to see his mom. Of course, I'm gonna say the sappy stuff.
Yeah. It was a warm fuzzy thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite so warm and fuzzy going into seeing Thomas's demon in there though.
Yeah. But I thought that was cool because he's so like Harry seems so lonely and like he's like wants a family so badly, it seems like, and him being able to see his mom and then understand what was inside of Thomas and, you know, literally sucking the life out of Thomas, I think helped him understand that. But him getting to see his mom was really cool.
And finding out that he has a brother is a life-changing event for Harry.
Yep.
It is a life-changing event.
Yeah. Lynn said this for you as well. But also, you can't talk yourself out of situations you've acted yourself into. Right. I think that's a you.
Yep.
Are more live quotes by XCAL required? Probably. She's making you something really cool.
Lynn, my verb there is behaved. So
past tense.
But I say that as well. You can't talk yourself out of situations you've behaved yourself into. That's right. You know, acted is a good one too. So is that your top favorite? Any others besides that one?
The puppy, the ex-wives getting one of the ex-wives who was trying to team up with Lord Wraith, and then she got yeeted from life. I like that part too because I just did. She put behaved on the cross stitch she made for you. Remember?
That's right.
Yeah. I like the puppy like being in his pocket and then peeking its head out and then, you know, everyone wanting to take care of the puppy. Hey, Tori.
Yeah, and Ari loved the puppy, and that was, you know, that was that was kind of a little mini cheer that Inari didn't become a white cord vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's
the fact that she's in love with Bobby.
and she loves
Yikes.
puppies and stuff like that. We don't want to be a white cord vampire. Yeah.
And she loves people like Bobby. So, how bad can you be?
Yeah.
Can't be the sharpest tool in the shed.
He is not the sharpest tool in the shed. The line I liked. The line was when they were talking about feng shui.
We're gonna start a feng shui company.
And Bobby, I didn't know he did martial arts. That was such a great line. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Mouse is way smarter than Bobby is. Oh my goodness.
I have to be careful when I'm taking sips of my coffee because, I might, spew it. So I'm trying to be strategic with my
God
sips.
Bless.
Yeah.
Yes. Finding people like that are.
Harry being Bobby's stand-in.
Yeah.
That was a great. Harry Dresden realizing somebody had so many buttons to push, which maybe is my situation where everyone's like, the buttons are so visible, I'm just going to push them. That's like what Harry did with Bobby at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, he didn't mean to when he talked about, he was just being a smart ass.
Yeah.
But then when he finds out that, Bobby is so good, it's so easy. That feng shui comment was just classic. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And then Jake has him come up with a name. Yeah.
But then again, Daddy Dresden as a stand-in. Oh my god. Another what's another part? I think the part when Harry
I just realized what my favorite scene was.
Go ahead.
My favorite scene in this book was at the IHOP when Murphy takes Kincaid down.
Yeah.
That was just great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And Kincaid's obviously pushing her buttons there. But Murphy's just a badass.
Yeah.
She is. And
that's what makes it so frustrating about the movie the TV show that they did. Like, the person who made the TV show didn't even read the book. You would know the right characters to plug into these roles. You need to find a gymnast for Murphy. Someone like 5'1", 5 foot, whatever, who's strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Find a gymnast. Then you need to find someone 6'8" or 6'9" for Harry Dresden. And if you get someone short enough, you can fake that height difference. And Murphy's also like a whatever bullshit type of person. And the person that they had in the TV series was so like, oh, I don't know. Like she wasn't like Murphy at all.
Yeah.
And then Harry Dresden was way too old. He's in his 20s in the first book.
And he's I don't want to get on that topic. I just don't. I'm just that whole all 7 or 8
episodes
of it were just frustrating to watch.
No, it's just frustrating because like the book is literally paint such good pictures, and you could get it. Old Usenet group use the term knitting. Oh, kittening for laughing a drink out of your nose. That's awesome.
Yep.
Kittening.
When it was it is that, and then he's actually thinking
Gawain Commando.
Yeah, Jake is Jake is one of those. He kind of reminds me a little bit of a Kincaid. He's but he's not quite the baddest that Kincaid is. But just the whole dry humor and the ability to be able to just kind of be there in the moment and work with people and where they are. It's Jake was a character I liked.
Yeah.
And really, it ended up kind of sad for him with his wife and stuff like that. But
yeah,
he was a character I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't know. I just like
the
there's so
wives
many
were all
parts.
perfectly cast. I thought. I mean, they were
yeah.
all just creepy creepster McCreepsters.
Yep.
And Trixie Vixen was perfect. Oh my gosh, she
was awful.
And the fact that she and Laura just eats her lunch every time that they are in the same scene, the same scene together.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yep.
The
humor, the situation Harry was in, and then the heartfelt moments in action was well put together. Like, there's so many good moments in this book that, like, it's such a range of, like, good. I don't know. This book is really good. I feel like the entire series so far, every book has outperformed the one before, but it's just like everything coming together in this book was really good. The last book was good. I mean, even book 3, like when we meet Michael Carpenter, and then book 4 with everything happening, and then you have kind of like a mind-blowing moment at the end of book 4, and then book 5 happens, and then it's like the part when Harry shows up as Dracula at a vampire event in book 5, and then just like all these good spots. No, book 3. That happened 3.
Yeah,
sorry.
3.
My husband didn't mind the series, but that's only because he found the books through the series. Oh, got it. Oh, he started reading the books because he saw the series and was interested in the series.
That kind of surprises me because if I had seen the series first, I don't know if I would have read the books.
Really?
Oh.
I mean, okay. He also is the type of person that can guess the outcome of the story in the first five minutes or 2 minutes of watching something.
That's not.
He's done that before. He's like, oh, it's this person. You've done that before. You know how I know? Because you've ruined movies for me before. You have. Yeah, I think if you saw the series first without knowing the books, it wouldn't be so bad. And then the books would blow your mind because they're so good. That could happen. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. The amount of times that executive producers or producers of movies ruin books, like there's not enough numbers on the planet for it because they just do it all the time. Pornos and a conservative man wizard, a long lost brother, and new friendships with a long lost relative. It makes for a great story. Yep. That surprised me too because he's such a reader. My husband predicts things as well. Yep.
So what about so the scene that I struggled with the most, although another thing I really liked was when Murphy was crawling in under the infrared beams to de-arm the
relax. I am relaxed. And Kincaid goes, oh
no, he doesn't say relax, he said unclench.
Oh my god. And then she has to take her pants off to get through the beams.
Yes.
Oh
that whole
my
situation
god.
was, and again, of course, Harry's getting jealous in the midst of this. But that scene, the scene with his hand burning,
yes,
that was a little bit to me, it was, I mean, how much pain can someone endure? That almost seemed superhuman.
Mm-hmm.
That, you talk about experiencing that. Now, having said that, I'm sure there are probably been situations where people have had to endure those kinds of situations.
Mm-hmm.
But the hand burning becomes a central, a fairly central theme through a lot of the books.
Yeah.
And it actually is leads us into finding out a lot about wizards that we didn't know. Even starting in the next book in Deadbeat.
Yeah. I mean, the next book is so good. Yeah. The next book is so good.
I love Deadbeat. I mean, it's probably, I don't know if it's my favorite book because there've been so many good ones after it, but Deadbeat was
top 5.
Was really it was my brain exploded on Deadbeat.
Then Bob wishing he saw Murphy in that fiasco.
Bob wants to see every girl naked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. I can't really talk about Molly, can I?
No, we've met her once, but you can't talk about her.
Because she's still like,
a kid.
She's still a kid.
Oh my god, you cannot. I don't. I think the ending of the book was so good in this one. Like, why did you get big? The large breed dog puppy chow. That was like that was so good, and the fact that Thomas knew to get that one was just the best. But that fact that the book ended on that was just like so awesome.
You know, so many things about Thomas are consistent. You know, the fact that he pays. You know, Harry is super stressed because he doesn't have any money to pay Kincaid back.
Yeah.
We never find out how much Kincaid was charging him, but we know it was a boatload of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's a boatload of money.
And the fact that Harry's like, I'm gonna figure this out, or I'm gonna, you know.
And he's doing it while he's, you know, on pain meds and trying to talk to, you know, bankers and can you imagine going into a bank and telling the guy you're a wizard and you want to get a personal loan
for a hitman?
Well, of course, he wasn't going that far, but the bottom line was that they did kick some butt on the black horse. That's for sure.
Yeah,
they did kick the butts on the black horse. That was,
and how they found the black quartz was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like how they logic through and found the den of black quartz.
Well, I mean, it was cool. It was Bob.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that like Bob can do all that, and that Harry uses Bob for like good things, not just for self-serving power growth that Justin used him for. And Harry uses him for like, hey, let's go save this community from Black Orc vampires, and let's, you know, he does that more often than not.
Yeah.
Just pay me by Tuesday. Yeah. Yikes. And Dresden panicking silently with Kincaid needing payment. Yep. And then the fact that Thomas like used up all of his savings.
Oh yeah, but he didn't say, and he doesn't say anything to Dresden. He just does it. He just says, okay, well, I'll just do it. And then, you know, he finds out after the fact, he never wanted to take credit for it. Thomas is a very multifaceted character that as we find out as we go along. And he's another one of those characters that, you know, has a lot of layers to him. You peel back and realize that there's stuff underneath the surface that you didn't know about.
Do you think that that's a carryover from him trying to like fly below the radar to not get the attention of his dad so he could, you know, not get murdered? Or do you think that that's part of who he is as a person?
I mean, I think it's all connected.
Okay.
I definitely think it's all connected. I don't think that I don't think you can talk about one without the other.
Okay.
The fact that he doesn't take all of Justine and actually saves part of Justine, and, you know, and he disconnects, if you will, from eating her in his magic unicorn rope moment.
Yeah.
It all speaks to the humanity that's still there. That he's not totally given over, if you will, to his inner monster.
That's pretty awful that Laura, knowing that Thomas needed to feed, gave Justine to Thomas, knowing that he would kill her, expecting that he would kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like there's lots of like
yes
not saying that sacrificing somebody else, but she knew that her brother loved him. And then Laura was like, he's on his deathbed. I'm going to give him, you know, Justine. So why do you say no?
Laura is definitely Laura has a lot of things going on inside her.
Okay.
You know, she is, you know, Laura is a very complicated character. And so, you know, she does something you like, and then she does something you absolutely don't like. And so Butcher has put Laura together as the person who's going to be in charge of the White Court. And people that are running Laura, I say Laura, but Laura, But people that run multinational corporations and kings in charge and queens in charge of kingdoms, and there has to be a side of them sometimes that is that will go to any lengths to be where they are. And so he's trying to create I think he's trying to create the sense of the lengths that Laura will go to in order to be able to accomplish her goals, because she very much is a goal-oriented person. She very much is on a mission and has a vision for what things are, and is not going to let things get in her way or people get in her way. She was ready to kill Thomas. I mean, she was literally ready to kill Thomas in the midst of this. And she, it's clear that she has deep, deep feeling for Thomas. And so I think Butcher is trying to build Lara up to help us understand a little bit of who she is, because she becomes a very central character over time.
Sure.
So, I mean, if anybody has a different perspective, I would love to hear it.
Did I wait on that just to be able to get paid back for the dear? Yes, I did. Lynn came to play today.
No kidding. She's bringing her A game.
I know. Agree, Shelby Thomas isn't trustworthy in Lara's eyes anymore.
Well, and she is. It's not just being trustworthy. It's also about the extent that she'll go to. I mean, whether he's trustworthy or not. She also has the ability to be able to make split the command decisions immediately, and doesn't need to is not going to be struggling with the give and take, if you will, of her conscience.
Yeah.
Lara is she's a beast.
Yeah.
She's a beast. She's a monster, and she knows it, and is more than willing to go to the mat with anyone and everyone in order to be able to accomplish the things that she's out to accomplish. So, having said that, I think that the Justine was absolutely critical to her character arc.
I still struggle with them caring about each other as siblings or half siblings or whatever. And then I guess it's just me though. Like, it's hard for me to understand that, knowing that somebody cares about someone and then using that.
You're a very compassionate person, and that compassion overrules every other emotion in the midst of that. I understand that. I definitely get that. She's been living for 200 and she was alive for 250 years before Thomas even showed up on the scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Thomas isn't that much older than Harry is.
Right. Now, here's a question.
Yes, absolutely.
Lara is more indoctrinated in the White Court pyramid scheme than Thomas is. He's basically anti-MLV now. Multi-level vampire.
Multi-level vampire.
That does make sense, though. Here's a question, though. So Harry and Thomas's mom gets with Lord Wraith, right?
Correct.
So her knowing what Lord Wraith was doing to his daughters, did he hide that? Or did she find that out after she got with him? Because she seems like, I don't understand. Again, that's my bias. Like, I don't understand how you can find that out or know that and still be with somebody.
Well, but you don't know what arc Maggie was on when she got with Lord Wraith, and what she was trying to accomplish, what she was about trying to do, what was going on with her in the midst of the years that she was running away from the White Council, because she was running away from the White Council.
Right.
And so, we don't have some of the information.
Do you think we're ever going to find out the information?
I think some of that is going to come out. I think some of it is going to come out. because I think some of it probably is germane to the overall story that Jim has going on. Harry, like I know we're going to find out about the who Harry is and being starborn and what that entails. I mean, those are, the stars and stones comment and those kinds of things. Those are all going to come out in the books. And so as a result of that, I think that the likelihood of finding out more on Margaret Le Fay's mission that she was on, because we find out from some people in books coming up that there's a lot that the White Council was dealing with relative to Margaret Le Fay.
Yeah.
We find out in some conversations later with some other people. And
Right.
so I think that there's going to be a lot of, and then it changes, when we find out that Harry's mom had a very powerful talisman relative to the ways. So there's a lot of pieces, I think, potentially coming together that Butcher is going to explain in the next, 5 or 6 or 7 books that he has.
Cool.
My opinion only. I mean, I could be wrong. Again, I know we're waiting for the first time, but it could happen.
Oh my god!
What? I just want to acknowledge the fact that I'm potentially fallible.
Yeah, how humble of you. How self-aware.
Well, Lynn already identified one point. I was saying Laura instead of Laura.
That's true. So we do have, at least you didn't say epitome.
Yeah, at least.
Oh my god. We never forget it. We talk about it almost every time we get together. Or the siblings get together. I think match point. Oh my god.
So, this book, obviously, the relationship with Ebenezer gets is damaged. Let me put it that way in this book.
Okay, yeah.
So the relationship with Ebenezer is damaged. Ebenezer still at this point in time was Harry's mentor. That's all that he thinks he was.
Yeah.
Even though people that have read other books may know something different.
Right.
And the things that he taught Harry about magic and integrity and purpose, et cetera, in Harry's mind, all seem to get thrown out when he finds out that Ebenezer is in fact the black staff of the White Council, the executioner, if you will, the assassin, more than executioner, because Morgan's the executioner, at least for the council.
Yeah, the stuff that can be publicized to everybody.
Correct, and so, but he is the assassin and has been for a long time, apparently.
Yeah, a really long time.
Much longer than he's been on the council, because he got on the council in book whatever it was, 2 or 3, I guess it was. And so
no, 4. Remember? Because it
was 4. Yeah. And so Ebenezer, his concept of who Ebenezer was is absolutely shattered.
Yep.
When he finds out that that Ebenezer is the black staff, and that he and Kincaid have had issues.
Yeah,
at times.
It's wild though, because you take in a black teenage wizard, like a black wizard, like someone who's a black magic dealing wizard, Harry Dresden, warlock, and then you teach them. Sorry, we went fuzzy again. Open programs. There we go. You teach him about the importance of, I don't know, doing magic in a just way. And that is really Harry's guiding light in books 1 through 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then now he's like, oh, except with the exception of you literally break all the rules that you told me were really important to keep.
Yeah.
And like Harry is a really much like he chooses to do the right thing even at his own expense so many times. Like that can like deal a huge blow to your mental state, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say I picture Sam Elliott as Ebenezer? Who's Sam Elliott?
You don't know who Sam Elliott is?
No.
Okay.
Is it
Go Google him.
I'm going to. I can't reach my keyboard.
Eek.
Sam Elliott actor. Oh yeah. He'd be good. He'd be good Ebenezer, don't you think?
So the physical description of Ebenezer. See, Elliot's more of a tall, thin guy.
He's like Ebenezer's like stocky and like farmer
yeah. And so that's the only. I think from a character perspective, he would be a great Ebenezer. From a character actor perspective,
yeah. You just need to bulk up some.
From a physical standpoint, he's not. It's kind of like using Tom Cruise to play Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a disconnect for me.
So who do you think? We still have to do that stream where we pick people.
I know we do have to.
And then we can make a movie poster with it. I'm going to use my powers for good. Okay. We still have to do that.
Yep.
Maybe even Graham McTavish. I picture Robert Duvall as Ebenezer. Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah, Robert Duvall would. I mean, again, from a character perspective, he would be a great. He's a great actor too. But he would be a great, especially now as he's gotten older and
yeah,
you know, he would be a great Ebenezer. But
he was in Secondhand Lions.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Or we could merge Sam Elliott with the dude who plays Idjits in Supernatural. Yes. Oh my God. Who's Graham McTavish?
I don't know who Graham McTavish is. Or at least I don't recognize the name.
Oh yeah. He's the guy from on that show, Outlander. He's the guy's brother.
Yeah, he might be a good one.
And he's Scottish.
There you go.
That would work. I think that would work.
And he was one of the dwarves too, wasn't he?
No.
No?
Yes, he was. The Hobbit. Yes, you're right. How did you know that?
Because I saw his face.
Oh my God. Because I saw his face, DC. Oh my God.
Sorry.
Jim Beaver is Bobby from Supernatural. Oh my gosh. Is Bobby? Okay. We'll have to look this one. Jim Beaver.
And who is Jim Beaver?
Oh, this is the guy who could be Ebenezer. He's on Supernatural. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I have.
This is the kind of the counsel-y kind of guy who helps the boys in Supernatural. He'd be a good Ebenezer. He's stocky. Imagine him with overalls and a shotgun in his old car.
Yep.
He could be that.
Yep.
He has. Yep. Sylvester McCoy. Okay, I'll look it up. He calls everyone Idjit. Oh my God.
Yeah, we definitely need to get some get a cast put together and actually have it, and kind of post it.
Maybe we can do one of those, when you sign a petition to get like a new TV series made, we can tag all of the actors
and send it to Butcher.
Yeah. And I'll make a TV poster. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
We'll have to watch like clips of them.
There you go.
We'll have to watch clips and stuff like that. Okay. Any closing thoughts other than telling people to read book 7? Get the Doctor in Dresden Files. It could only be a success. Doctor Who. We should have Doctor Who show up and yeah. Now that is a group project I can get behind. Yep. Any closing thoughts about the book? Any closing thoughts of being sarcastic?
The thing that book 6 and book 7 are just so great because of how book 6 ends and book 7 begins. And you just have to read it to find out.
Sylvester McCoy was the Doctor and the Brown Wizard in the Hobbit films. Oh, are you serious?
Oh, the Brown Wizard, really?
Okay, hold on. We're looking. Sylvester.
Yeah, Radagast.
Yep. Do you think he would be Ebenezer?
I think he's too. He's not scary enough. Ebenezer strikes me as a scary guy. Now, not to say that's not a great recommendation, Lynn, and now that you've corrected me online publicly, I don't want to go against you. But he's almost too quirky.
Could he be the Merlin? Or is Merlin scary too?
Merlin's a different kind of he's too likable to be Merlin, I think.
Who do you think would be Merlin? We're going on a squirrel trail here.
Yeah, we really are. As we're wrapping up the stream.
I know. This is what happens every time though. This is like, here, where's my images? This is us. There we go, little squirrel. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
My taste in men is all over the board. I still think Graham McTavish will be good. Andy's really handsome. Oh my God, Chrissy. No, I think he'd be good. Andy's Scottish and Ebenezer is Scottish.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think there's a wrong answer.
They could make him look a little older too.
That's true. That's true. I just don't know that he physically carries himself. Now he's an actor, so he could, that could be an acquired taste. And there certainly is situations where people you didn't think could be someone and ended up showing up and doing a great job at it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that could be. But all I'll say to finish up is read the end of book 6 and read the beginning of book 7 and just tell me that does not, you can't picture all of the stuff in the middle that happens to lead you into that book.
Yeah.
I love the beginning scene. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh my God. All right. Live chat. You've been awesome. Good thing we're almost done. Yep. Oh, Chris said, Lord, I think the alcohol is kicking in. I hope you have the best time at your beachside manor that you're at. I didn't think David Tennant could play any devious villainous roles, but then again, he was Harry Potter too. Yep. He was the evil character in Harry Potter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. No more squirrel trails.
We're done.
Don't do anything XCAL wouldn't do. That leaves you wide open for lots of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's like a pretty low bar. I mean, give me a break.
It's the weekend, okay? I didn't normally I say don't do anything I wouldn't do, but it's the weekend, so don't do anything XCAL wouldn't do.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Bye, guys.
Later.